I'm preparing my portfolio for 2024, and I'm going to structure it very differently. It's going to have two parts. It's going to have an artificial intelligence part, and it's going to have a part that is directed towards dividends. I believe the dividend part is going to give me as good a return as the artificial intelligence part. I'm targeting around a 33% return on both of them. I know the artificial intelligence part is obvious, but maybe the dividend part isn't quite so obvious. And that is because I believe interest rates will come down, and that will stimulate some more growth in the areas of startups and venture capital, as well as in the housing industry. So with those two things going, I'm going to be able to buy dividend stocks within the next 2 months that pay me substantial dividends in the rate of about 11.8% as an average. And then I believe I'll be able to get another 19-20% on increase in price in those stocks. That explains the dividend part. The artificial intelligence, I hope I don't have to explain any further at this point, but I've brought it down to a tight number of stocks, and I want to show you that on both my dividends portfolio and my artificial intelligence portfolio. But remember, this is not financial advice. This is Kerry sharing his knowledge, his research, his work, his data with you, and it's going to come at a price.
Best of Us Investors presents Kerry Griegmeyer.
Okay, I've got two portfolios here, and one you've seen some parts of before on my cheat sheet, but I've consolidated it down to those things that I definitely am going to hold as we move into 2024. The new part is this part here, the dividend portfolio. What I've discovered is there's an advantage to the disadvantage that we have had relative to high interest rates and inflation. Those interest rates are going to come down. Inflation is going to come down. So we have to prepare ourselves to take advantage of that change that is going to occur. As a result of lowering interest rates, you're going to see more venture capital. You're going to see more housing. You're going to see more lending taking place. Well, I've gone out and I've found the companies that are giving substantial dividends. You can see them right here, as high as 26.5%. I'm not taking anything that isn't paying at least 9%. So I'm getting an average in these 12 stocks of 11.8%. I've then gone and researched with the advice of Wall Street as to what's the target price on each of these stocks. This is the current price. This is the target price. This is the increase. You can see one of them is going to jump by 175%. That is the belief of Wall Street. With that in mind, then I am allocating 20% of my portfolio to these 12 dividend stocks. You copy the tickers, you get on it, you do your due diligence. So with that in mind, I'm going to have I'm going to have an 11.8% growth in yield, and I'm going to have another 24% growth in stock price. So that's going to give me a 34% rate of increase on these 12 stocks through their dividends and their growth in price in 2024. That is my belief. That is how I'm going to invest. This is the allocation, the percent of the 20% of my portfolio that I'm going to put into each of these stocks. Copy it, learn it, and take the advice if you so choose. Then these are the 20 stocks that I am focusing on for my digital revolution. And as you can see, I'm sharing with you my anticipated growth rate. How did I come up with that anticipated growth rate, you might ask? That corresponds, if you look at my cheat sheet, with the potential growth in their income, but that they have said they will have in 2024. And I surmise then that their stock price will correlate with the growth in their income. And you can see that can grow as high as or as low as 10% on Apple. Why would I keep Apple? Because Tim Cook might pull something out of his sleeve that will surprise the market and get it higher. I cannot not own Apple. So there they are. I've gone through each of the stocks and given you my anticipated growth rate. I've supported this with the research that I've I've done on my website, Best of Us Investors. You can go there, you can subscribe to the platinum level, and you can have all the access that I have on these charts. This will also appear on our platinum level, these two portfolios, and I will adjust them in every aspect over the next, what will it be, 13 months to the end of 2024. I reserve the right to educate myself and change my mind based on the education that I acquire, the knowledge that I acquire, the data that I acquire, and the help that I get by buying those information from other people who are smarter than me in the stock market, interpreting their information, and then putting it into use to help me make more money. So you can see I'm actually expecting to make more in the dividend portfolio as a percentage-wise than I am in the artificial intelligence portfolio. Again, these numbers are based on the projections of growth and income. The rankings are based on the growth anticipated by those people who follow the growth in earnings and revenues. Now, you'll see some of these are ranked 1. Those are the ones I own now. Some of them are ranked 2. I own some of them now. Some are ranked 3. I'm looking for the right price to buy in because I still think there is an overwhelming effect that the current interest rates and the debt issues that we have that are going to bring some of these prices down into a more attractive buy-in range. You can see that also on my website, on my cheat sheet. You can see which of these I own, how much I own of them, and where I'm trying to buy into the others. We have a tremendous opportunity in front of us in 2024. Do I think I will beat this 33% rate of return? You bet I do. But this is how I calculate it now, and this is what I will use as my tool to move forward. If you want to share in that, you know how to do it. You come to Best of Us Investors, and as I said, there is a price for my knowledge. Why is there a price for my knowledge? Because it's worth something. It's not yours for free. If you want freebies, you go to those other people. You see if they'll share with you their knowledge, if they'll pay for more knowledge to make you a better investor, to teach you how to keep more of what you make, and to help you build family wealth so you can make those who follow you better off than you are. Give them a leg up. Go ahead. Be daring and make yourself a good investor. Let me help you do it. How do you do that? You get on the bus.